So this is a scoreboard, a leaderboard. We've all seen one of these for just some Gravity Guy mobile game, I guess. But what happens when you take the concept of a leaderboard and you implement it at work? Disney took this concept of adding a leaderboard in their hotels for the maintenance staff and the cleaning crews. If you were doing really good, you would be in green. You'd be, I guess, above expectations. Meeting expectations, you would be in yellow. And then if you were doing terrible, you would be in red. For everyone to see, you would have your name on it, where you're at, what you're doing, and it would just fluctuate in real time, all day long. You might be asking yourself, well, are you getting anything out of this for doing more, for being in the green? No, they're not giving you anything. You're not getting any points, you're not getting any more money, you're not getting a raise. It's just a way for them to basically publicly shame you. So another thing that Disney did with this real-time leaderboard was, number one, your boss could watch it in real time and see how often you're in the green or in the yellow or in the red. But on top of that, they could change the limits of what pushed you into the green or what pushed you into the yellow or the red from their own office without you knowing. He could suddenly move the bar over to here and just keep pushing the bar further and further and further so that you would have to work harder to get into the green. Now, I don't know about you, but this is, if you don't know about it, it's going to seem like you're just working harder and harder and harder to the point of exhaustion, which is absolutely crazy to me that they have this sort of ability to manipulate your behavior based on how people will perform just to see themselves on a leaderboard. And now you can start to think about the different possibilities that they could do. If they wanted to make it seem like you were doing really great, they could just move the bar really low. And then if they wanted to, I guess, punish you, they could move the bar a little bit higher. Now you have to work a little bit harder. And you can see how this can manipulate people's emotions and behaviors. And companies are starting to do this. They're seeing human psychology. Is that exploitation? Or is that just them trying to get you to work smarter? In fact, there's a whole bunch of articles on this Disney scoreboard. I couldn't really find any pictures of it in action. Like, nobody took a picture that worked there. I guess they're maybe afraid to do it. But I found this picture online with all the maids in Snow White, I guess. In fact, the workers there called it the electronic whip. Let's look at another example of a company doing this. If you live in the United States, you know what Target is. It's the 8th largest retail chain in the United States. And the next time that you go to Target, try to just lean over a little bit and look at the cashier's screen. They actually have a game that they're playing, and it gives them a G and an R and a score at the bottom, depending on how fast the cashiers are checking people out. Here's what it actually looks like from the cashier's perspective. It says your last 10 scores, GGGGG, total score 86%, number of sales 43. I mean, I guess that gives you an idea as a cashier how you're doing, except that, again, who's controlling the set benchmarks of those scores? If your manager sees that you're constantly getting 86% or 90% or 100%, who's to say they just don't move that bar up a little bit without you knowing? There were some articles written on this where workers said sometimes it helped keep them engaged. Sometimes it, gave them something to think about while they were just mindlessly scanning groceries. And I guess if you're a cashier, maybe that's how it is. But at least they're not being compared to their other coworkers there. Now let me just stop right here and say, I, like most people, enjoy games. I enjoy getting better at something, and I enjoy seeing my score go up, checking the boxes, seeing my rank increase, leveling up. People like to feel that sense of progression, and games let you visualize that sense of progression. If a company games you into that progression, the question is that exploitation? If the answer is, it depends, what exactly does it depend on? Are there any tangible rewards that you're getting? Do those rewards benefit you as whatever your career or profession is? Are they long lasting, or are they just, here's a little gift card? You have to ask yourself the ratio of what you're getting out of competing in this game compared to what the company that implemented this game and forcing you to play it is getting out of it, right? So that's kind of up to you. Now, there are entire companies dedicated to going to other companies to gamify those companies and those workplaces to engage their workforce and increase productivity. Just go to Google and type in gamify work, and you'll see all of these ads about it. But then if you scroll down a little more, you'll see all these articles about how gamifying your workforce can go completely wrong and totally ruin everything and turn your workforce into a giant public board of shame. And below that, you'll see more ads for companies that are offering to gamify your workforce with stupid little Zoom games and all of this stuff. There's a website called Capterra, and that's a website that is a platform to review large corporate softwares. And there's a section on Capterra called gamification software, where you can see all these companies and the reviews. And you'll see a review like this from Victoria, who's an HR generalist. And she says, overall, I couldn't recommend this software enough. It's challenging our employees to look at their goals, check in their progress, and all while knowing it's going to affect and roll up to their performance review. I see nothing in this review that says we're challenging them to be better and rewarding them for it. All I see is we're challenging them to be better, because if they don't, well, it's going to be in their performance review. That's the problem with this. If the companies were actually trying to make their employees better because they care, then they would offer equivalent rewards as these people get better, besides just gift cards or points that do nothing. But hey, now your face is on the wall at work for a week or something like that. Here's a software called Optimity. It's designed to reduce the company's healthcare costs by trying to motivate their employees to be in shape. The little description says, Optimity is a hyper-adaptive employee success and wellness platform. It is designed to engage employees and reduce costs for employers. Using the science of micro-habit coaching, we provide a mobile-first experience for employees. They're trying to gamify you into being fitter, which I guess is kind of a good goal. But basically it's all about profit, again, because it's a business and they're tired of paying so much for their healthcare that if they can go to their insurance and be like, look, our employees are fit, we don't have to pay as much money, look at that, you know? Do you think that they're going to pass on that money saved from not paying insurance down to the employees? Probably not. Again, companies are just gamifying you to increase profits while making it seem like it's in your best interest, and that is the problem that I have with the software. So in summary, gaming at work is used to modify your behavior in some way, but it's up to you whether to decide if that way is genuine or disingenuine. Like, some workers might love it and some people might just be indifferent to it, but there are people like me who aren't motivated by silly little corporate games. To me, these little games just seem like an extra set of tasks that I now have to do just to get through my day. And again, some people will probably be like, well, we have this thing at work and I really like it and it's fun and it gives me something to think about. Like, shouldn't you be thinking about your job? But anyways, that's my opinion. Regardless of all of this stuff, I thought it was an interesting topic, and I would suggest you to start thinking about these things as more companies will start implementing these little scoreboard systems and these little video games to just take advantage of human psychology. Thank you so much for coming to my TED Talk. I hope you enjoyed it. Please click subscribe if you did. Maybe hit like, leave a comment. Let me know what you think and what kind of little corporate games you're playing at your job right now. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one.